It's another ormer day. Hopefully we can get lucky. Let's have them. Going out for ormers and lobsters today. Mainly the ormers, but you never know what you're going to find when you're foraging. Got a nice big tide and a whole lot of crevices to go through. As you can see, guys, just working my way through these big caverns, because up in the side of them often there's ormers, and obviously in between there's a lot of stones as well. We're just waiting for that tide to go down at the moment. It's a little bit too deep. Hopefully we can start finding them. Usually on this beach we get really big ones, that's why we wanted to come here. Yeah, it's different, eh? Doesn't look very healthy.
What gives you that idea?
It's got loads of eggs though. That's a keeper sized brown crab there, guys, but it's full of eggs and it doesn't look that great. So we're going to put him in there. It actually goes. Shame it wasn't a lobster. Loads of babies around. There's not many biggies at the moment. But we've still got quite a long way of that tide going down, so hopefully we can start finding them. There's 1, 2. So many ormers. It's not big enough. Come on. That's a definite keeper. Hey, first one of the day. Nice biggie, that one. And that one there, it's going to be a little bit smaller, I reckon. Kick that stone over and I can see another one. Try and get my hand down there. Bit small, that one. Come on, you biggies. As you can see, guys, ormers, they love to tuck themselves away in little tight spots. Sometimes you move the rocks out of the way, there'll be ormers just underneath the cracks. A little bit small, that one, but it just shows any little nook and cranny, it's always worth looking, because you will find them. Come on, you biggies, one little one. Ah, that one's a keeper. About 1 millimetre in that one, but keeper's a keeper. Slowly getting them, the tide's getting lower now, so I'm spending my time just flipping stones. Good thing about having a long hook, you just go around flicking them over, flicking back. Look at that lot. Got sea squirts, 5 ormers, ranging from almost a keeper all the way down to a little baby. Madness. Up that nice and carefully, ready for another day. There's a ormer. There he is, look at that. That's a proper ormer, that one. That's a biggie. No measuring that. Nice. But hey, starting to find them now. Now that tide's gone down a little bit, starting to find us some seafood. Alright. I just got a beast. I've only got 3.
Can't see him down there, I think the tide's still too high.
Yeah, it's mad, eh?
Spider in there though.
Is it? Yeah, it's not. A lot of it's been turned, but in here and there it seems alright, but it's just too deep. Look at this, guys, look. Just there for the pickings. Nice big boy. Look at that, beautiful. We'll take that bad boy all day long. Got a couple of beasts in there. It's the land of the beast round here.
Few and far between.
Yeah, I'll take that all day long. We're not after a ton today. Nice biggies around. That's a nice one right there. And get him off the rock. It's a lovely fat ormer, that one. Beautiful. Starting to get on the trail a little bit now. Hopefully we'll start getting a few more. Nice sized lady crab there. Might hold on to that. If I get enough of them today, I wouldn't mind a little feed up of lady crab. As long as they're nice and big, got some big claws, I'll take them all day long. Another big lady crab. Look at this one. What an absolute monster. Oh no. Don't want this one to get away. It's an absolute beauty. Look at that one. Come on, where's he gone? Nah, monster lady crab. Here he comes. Look at the size of this one's claw. What an absolute beast. Look at that for a lady crab. What an absolute monster. We'll take that. Nice and solid as well. Nice. We're going to take a few lady crabs today. Look at the size of them. It's a king crab. Got another one. Hey. Lady crab day. 3 down. Loading up on the lady crabs instead. Quite happy with a feed of lady crabs. Haven't done a little cook up with lady crabs in a while, so happy days. I've got a nice chilled night tonight, so picking through a few crabs, why not? They're really patchy, the ormers around here. We're not finding a huge amount, but the ones we do find are really big, so we're just trying to find them. Look at that. Haven't found one for a while, and then boom, find an absolute beast. Found a little pool here that definitely hasn't been turned. See how perfect all the rocks are? There's no white rocks. That's because no one's been in here. Hopefully there's a whack of ormers. Look at that. That one's definitely not big enough. Be very close if it was. But yeah, you can certainly find a few, and there you go. As soon as you find a pool that hasn't been touched, and as you can see, they're huge. And when you find a little mecca like this, you just put all of your rocks back. Because chances are next year no one's going to touch this spot. And then you can go get some ormers. Oh, look at that. Cornish clingfish. And that one there is, oh, just under. There's 4 ormers under that rock, look. Got 1, 2, 3, little tiny thing, and 4. Cool to see. Ooh, that's a keeper. That's a keeper. That one might be close as well, you know. Oh, that one's just scraping the gauge. That one there, perfectly in that. That's literally on the gauge. But a keeper's a keeper. There's ormers everywhere in here. Oh, look at that. So many ormers around. Lovely. But the question is, are they in? They look a bit small yet. That one there. Oh, just scraping the gauge. They're all, look at that, lucky day. All 3 are too small. Put it down nice and carefully. There's a nice ledge, and they're good for next year. The very next rock. That one's an easy keeper, I think. Oh no, that's a lobster gauge. Yeah, easy. And that one there. Yeah, another. There's 2 under that. Another one on the corner here, but that's too small. But 2 keepers, and that was literally, we just had the small ones under this rock, keeper under that rock, and then 2 more under this. Let's quickly move this one to see if we can get any more bit of luck. Look at that, boom. Another keeper. Easy keeper. Just this one tiny pool. Crazy. Don't even need to measure that one. Let's go for the big rock. Just move the little rocks and there's ormers everywhere. And nothing under the big rock. What a pull. That was well good. Oh, come here, you evil bugger. Another lady crab. The size of that cushion star's massive. Really starting to find the life now the tide's gone down. Found a little hot spot in this pool. Starting to build up some ormers and some beautiful lady crabs. Let's go for the big rock. Nothing under that one. Fair to say we found ormer mecca now. Look at that, 3 keepers. And I am literally still in the same pool. That's crazy. Look at that, 3 keepers, 1 rock. Beautiful to see. Absolutely loading up in this pool. Look at that prawn. Oh, I missed him. Lucky prawn. See if we can go any more. Oh, look at that. That's going to be close, that. Just going to flip a couple of these. A fish there, isn't it? Big rockling. Another ormer there. There are so many ormers around. It's probably more than last year. It's absolutely mad. We've got a booming population over here. It's really great to see. Ormer gauge. Oh, look at that. Just touching the measure. We're leaving. Just going to put this stone here. And then they can sit under that nicely. Let's go find some more ormers. Something we're seeing a lot of this time of year, the sea lemons. They always produce this time of year, and then about a month or 2 time you'll see little roses. It literally looks like a rose of eggs, and they'll be orange, or I've seen them white before as well. It's quite interesting. What a beautiful day to be out. Matt over there sniffing out some ormers. Beautiful day. We've got no rain for once. Lovely to be out. I'm just going to go for a mooch around now because I've got enough ormers and lady crabs for me. Might try and find 1 or 2 more lady crabs, but I think I'm done for the ormers. Those are all busters as well, really nice ones. It's Matt's haul of the day. It's not bad at all. It's really been patchy today, but we weren't out for a monster haul. We've got a few. Happy days. We were just saying we were going to leave the beach and we were going to find ormers on the way up, and look at that. Literally turn round and there's one in the crack. That's a big boy as well. Yeah. He's that big I can't even get him out the hole very well. Oh man, he's massive. Look at that. That's a beauty of an ormer. That's an old school ormer, that one. What they do is they don't get a lot bigger than this. They end up with shell rot, and then the shell rots and they perish. Because I know in the US and that they do get a lot bigger than this. They get huge, but the green ormer, they just don't grow very big. They certainly wedge themselves in, eh? That's a buster as well. Nice one. They're juicy today. We are back at the wagon. Got a few ormers there. Really nice eating ormers, big ones. Got 4 lady crabs as well, enough for me to pick at. You got quite a few there as well, eh? I'm not even going to bother measuring mine. There's none that are even really close. They're all a couple of mil in. It's nice.
big one, man.
Yeah. There's the meat on them, mate. Look how thick that is. That's mental. It's cool to see though. I must have about a good dozen and a half, something like that. We're back in the kitchen, guys. I boiled these crabs for about 7-8 minutes. I'm just going to sit down and enjoy some nice lady crabs. I always get asked how you pick a lady crab, so I'll show you guys in this video. We'll finish off the video nicely, eating some nice old delicious lady crabs. Look at that, lovely big claws on that crab. Really nice to find some decent ones. And it's packed with meat. That's why I get a nice thin picker. You can get right down into the claw. And look at that meat coming out. It's surprising how much meat are actually in these things. There you go. I didn't fancy anything special today. Just to pick through a few crabs and get a delicious little meal out of it. And like I say, it's surprising the amount of meat you get out of these, especially when it's the big males. It's not really worth taking them unless they're big, you know. And because we found a few on this trip, I'm more than happy to pick a few. I find it's lady crab's very much like a cross between a spider crab and a brown crab. Like taste wise, very delicious little crab if you want to spend the time picking them. Look at that for claw meat. Pull the feather out and you get left just one big chunk. For a little crab, they certainly don't pack some meat. I always miss lady crabs when I don't have them for a while. You can make a delicious meal out of them as well. Because they've got that sweetness, they're great for stuff like pastas and stuff like that. Absolutely delicious. But as you can see, the claws are just like any other crab. And usually they're packed. But the inside is what I wanted to show you. Just pull the head off. Take all the unwanted stuff off. Take off the mouth. And all the dead man's fingers. Or their gills, shall I say. And with lady crabs, they're actually quite easy to pick. Where you can snap them in half. Get some with some legs. Just give it a little squeeze. And what you can do is work the whole socket off the carcass. Then you peel round. As you can see, it's like a shell round the meat. And you get left with these big chunks. Look at that. Absolutely easy, really easy to pick. They're a small crab, but it's amazing the meat they've got on them. And that's it. And that inner meat, oh, it's so juicy. You can get in there with your picker and get that piece. Then give it another little squeeze and just break the legs apart. And you can see, it comes out perfectly. What you've got to do is make sure that outer shells come off. And they're good to go. If you have some garlic butter, that'd be even better. I just wanted to show it because I don't think I've shown it in a video where I've actually sat down and ate these sort of crabs before. But it's so easy to pick them, it's unbelievable. Especially when you get like a bowl of like 10 of them. You can really gain up some meat. With the legs, you want to snap them off and start at the bottom and squeeze like a tube of toothpaste. And then you get all of the meat out the legs. And to be fair, it's amazing how fast you can actually pick a crab when you're doing this. It's really surprising. So easy to pick. Gotta break all that meat off. All that shell, sorry. And then pull out the socket. They really are delicious. I don't know why I don't keep these more, to be honest with you. Interesting little forage though. There wasn't a lot of ormers around, but there was quite a few big ones. And like, we didn't want a huge amount anyway. But man, what a trip. Really enjoyed that trip. Thanks for Matt for letting me tag along as normal. Hopefully we'll do some more red nets soon as well. That'd be great. Tell you, if you've got nice cold beer, slice of buttered bread, and 10 lady crabs. Ooh, if you don't waste them. Tell you, that's a good night eating that. Sitting watching a film. I remember my dad doing this when I was younger. Just sit there picking a load of lady crabs. You can see why. Because for a small crab, like, they're not big, but you don't have to get some meat out of it. As long as they're like a nice decent sized one like these, where you got nice big males, big claws, you really can't go wrong. So stay tuned for the next episode, guys. And also, if you crack the inner shell out, you can also eat that, but that's not my favourite. So yeah, so stay tuned for the next episode, guys. Little short cook up. Well, it wasn't even a cook, it was just a pick and eat, basically. If you want any merch, links in the description. There's going to be plenty more foraging videos to come. I've actually got a few cooks to finish off as well, so stay tuned. It's Smash Fishing, baby. Woo! Oh, if you like the channel, make sure to like and subscribe.